Shalom, family. Grace, mercy, and peace be unto you from Yahuwah, our Father, and Yahusha, the Messiah, the one that carries the burden of Yah, his voice, our high priest, soon coming king. Hear, O Yeshua, Yahuwah, our mighty one, he is one. This is Brother David coming to you again to bring you a report. The renewed moon was spotted and confirmed the evening of December 5th. Makes our Shabbat on Monday. When did we spot this renewed moon? In the evening of December 5th. Did you have a chance to prepare your food for your weekly Sabbath? No. Why? Because it came out in the evening as the sun begins to dip below the horizon. See this picture here? Looks like sunrise, right? But this is sunset in the western sky. This is how it looks when we spot the renewed moon. Brothers and sisters, this is the only way. Please, the only way for you to keep YAH'S Days. Have you figured out how ridiculous it is for you to start your Sabbaths that are fixed on a sun calendar? You know, fixed Saturday, Sabbath. It's fixed on a sun calendar. Sun calendar starts from sunrise to sunrise. But they have the Sabbath that's fixed on their sun calendar starting from evening to evening. The only way that you can get a count that comes from evening to evening is to go by the moon. So if your Sabbath starts in the evening, you see this picture here? This is the only way it can begin, from the new moon. Let's take a look at some sightings. Here's Michael Ricks. He spotted the renewed moon at 5:15. He's in Virginia. Right as the sun dipped below the horizon, the moon appears. There it is, in the clouds. Then we have Brother Dash. He's in California. He spotted it at 5:32. Look, doesn't it look like sunrise when the sun just begins to come up in the eastern sky? Brother Dash, how do you get these pictures, man? It looks like you got panoramic view here, but it's beautiful. Then we have Infonet Studios. He spotted it at 6:20. He's in Antigua. You see the picture there? In order for him to get it, he had to actually, blow up the picture so he can get it, so it looks a little fatter. But there's something about this picture. Can you see how the moon, you can see how round the moon is, and the slither of light is on that side on the bottom. You see it there? Yeah. I caught a picture like this the other day in the eastern sky on the last new moon of the month. And I took my wife outside at maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning just to show her. And she was amazed because we could see the full circle of the moon with just the slither of light to it. And here's Brother David and Sister Kattiyah, 6:07 p.m. There she is. Do you see the crack in the clouds? It was cloudy all day. I was out there running around, praying. I said, Father, just let me see it for a moment. My wife would think that the Father opened these clouds up just for me. And the clouds separated. The moon came out. It took us maybe 30 seconds to get our cameras ready. And we took our pictures. And the next minute, it dipped behind the cloud. And that was it for the night. And here we have it again. Brother CooYah's calendar. It's the 11th month, Shabbat, 2021. All of your information for his abbreviations are on the left-hand side. If you see an abbreviation, you go there, and then you go back to the box so that you can understand what it means. Identify number 5, Sunday. It's in yellow. That's on Pope Gregory's calendar. Brother CooYah has overlaid the lunar event on top of Pope Gregory's calendar. Listen to me. If Pope Gregory's calendar did not exist, you wouldn't have to go through days like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You wouldn't have to go through months like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. You would just have the 11th month, the 12th month, the 1st month, and the year. That's all. But because we are in the matrix, we have to place Yah's way of counting the days on top of Pope Gregory's way of counting the days. I hope you guys recognize that Pope Gregory works for Satan. Do you recognize that yet? And if you follow his calendar, you're following the master of that calendar. Who is the master again? Satan, without a shadow of a doubt. So in the box of number 5, you'll see 5 in yellow. You'll see 30. It was 30 days this month. You would not know how many days are actually in the lunar month unless you were looking at Brother CooYah's calendar, or you made your own calendar and counted the days on your own. What's in the box? NM, new moon, in the evening. See the bracket there? So when we spotted it, how does a lunar day work? From evening of the 30th to the evening of the 1st. From evening to evening. Brother David, you said that's the way the lunar calendar works? Of course. You have a solar calendar, starts from sunrise to sunrise, and you have a lunar calendar, from evening to evening. Both of them encompass a 24-hour period. Pope Gregory's calendar is a solar calendar. Yah's calendar is lunar. His calendar for what? For his Sabbaths, for his feast days. It's in your Bible. How do you count from evening to evening on the solar calendar? Remember, they fixed Saturday on Pope Gregory's calendar, and you thought, I did too, but we've grown out of that. We all thought that it was YAH'S Day, but it was not. Being confident of this very thing, that he who begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of the gathering. You should be growing, not receding, not going backwards. You should be growing. The Hebrews were acquainted with all wisdom. And yet, our brothers and our sisters are dismissing with this wisdom, the wisdom of the heavens. When you know this knowledge here, man, you can overcome everything that the Europeans have done. But we refuse knowledge. And we're not Bereans. We won't check anything out. And then we will deny it because the count don't agree with us. What count, Brother David? You know how the month restarts? And you have dark moons in between, stuff like that. And new moon's day. Because you know what they say. Yahuwah doesn't count the days that way. Where did they get that from? Their father, the Europeans, the white man. He taught them to count that way, to reach the Sabbaths and the feast days, the white man's Sabbaths and feast days on his calendar. It's time for a true awakening. You have to come back to Yah. Let me say something here. We have some people out there who are teaching the Saturday Sabbath. And if you've made videos on it, woe be unto you. Repent. Go back to your people and teach them to turn from it and come back to Yahuwah. His Sabbaths are only in the sky. If you don't, all of the blood of all of the people who you taught to keep that Saturday Sabbath is going to be on your hands. You see, to be a teacher, you should be in fear. Because if you mess up, the people who are under you, who are following you, get messed up. And you're going to go right down with them. Study this. Eat it. It is sweet, for it is the way of the Most High. And he put it in the sky for the whole world to see. You can actually look up and count the days. But on Pope Gregory's calendar, you can't count any days. You don't even know the equations that went into it. I do. You don't. They're not looking to give you truth. They're not looking to find Yah. They know for a true fact. They know how to read. They understand that this book was only for you, and looking up at the new moon was only for you, the children of Yeshua. It wasn't for them. They know that. Your salvation lies in you being joined back to Yahuwah. It is a sign between you and him, not between them and him. He's only concerned about you. Shalom.